What do you think about AFS?
What do I think about AFS? AFS is one of my favorite entities on the face of the earth. Anytime I can, I try to go see a movie at AFS rather than anywhere else. If I'm gonna go see Dune, I'm probably gonna go to the Draft House. But for example, I really wanna go see Problemista.
Phil, for you.
Which is this movie, and it's a bit of a smaller movie. So I look at the Draft House, I look at AFS, and I love both of them dearly. But if it was playing at AFS, I'd probably go there because it's a nonprofit. But also, you got to understand, I when I started my film, AFS. I think I started maybe a year before AFS acquired Austin Public, and you got to understand, I was kind of nobody from nowhere when I started making this film. Like I didn't really have any contacts or anything, and they really just opened their arms to me. The showcase that I did over there last time,
Mhm.
this is the second time they've given me one of their big theaters for free to show this thing. And I've gotten their grants, I've been part of their workshops. I did a works in progress screening with them. It's amazing how much they support film and filmmakers and support because there are a lot of film societies where you just show up and you watch movies PFC, the Pacific Film Archive, or PFA, is really incredible if you go to like the Berkeley campus. But the thing I don't believe they have is a production arm of
Yeah,
that where they're
teaching folks
supporting.
and like creative careers,
Uh-huh.
right? They've got actual
Yes.
mechanisms in place to move people from a want or desire to be a filmmaker to teach them to like have them work on productions and realize that dream.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, man, when I finish the film, I cannot wait to be done with the creative part of this, so I can just focus on, just the submission process, but also just to being a full time just film lover, and a part of this community is what I can't wait to do. Is
You
just
know, I gotta tell
yeah,
you, I got a little like
chip,
it's a
got a
chip.
little chip right here.
I got a chip.
So
I'm gonna tell you about it right
yeah,
now.
please do.
AFC stands for Austin Film Society.
AFS, yeah,
AFS.
yeah.
AFS, sorry. AFS stands for Austin Film Society. And you say the word film a lot.
Hmm.
And here I am doing I don't know what we're calling this, a TV show, a blog. I don't know what we
That's the
call
beauty
this,
of the time we live in. It can be many things.
but it's definitely separate from a film. And so like I just want to be included. And this all stems from I remember driving with my kids back from New Mexico and they were telling me they were defining all the
Mhm.
LGBTQ and I was going in detail with every definition cuz I just wanted to be in there somewhere. I
Well, I
was
think
like
you'd
I'm
be an
kind of
ally.
odd,
You'd
I,
be an ally, I
but
believe, yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
A in there.
There is now. It's LGBTQIA. Yeah.
I think I'm an oddball. Like, can I be in there under queer? But they read the definition. It didn't seem like I fit under queer. It didn't seem like I fit and I just want to fit under AFS. And so I'm like, maybe I need to
I
restructure
think
this
you
into a
do.
film.
No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is beautiful. You do not need to do that. The thing about if you restructure something into a film, you're putting it into a time constraint.
I just want to be a part of the community. I
I
want
think
them to
you
like
are.
take me under their wing and be like, Phil, you're part of a filmmaker's lineage. But if I'm doing TV show, that's Austin Public. That's
Well, this is very interesting. So I'm going to go back a little bit and say that first of all, one thing is just to go into the word film is I have older producers who, in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, they were very much into like, we're video people. We can't afford film. We're video people. So to say that we're filming something now is just an adjective that's the verb of shooting because since we no longer concern ourselves with stocks, with film stock or tape
yeah,
stock.
yeah.
It's just filming, and I actually have producers in the past who've been like, we didn't film it, we taped it." And I'm like, "I don't care." And like, so but the thing of that is though, that's also now extending to different things. I like to believe that the word film is now gonna start to extend itself into making an audiovisual project. You're filming something.
That's my thing.
And also, South by Southwest became the South by Southwest Film and TV Festival.
I can get in on that.
Sundance is the Sundance film and TV festival, or at least
Yes.
they have a TV section. And so the thing is, though, AFS actually does a number of things that do revolve around television. They have a history of television series that they do where they bring in scholars to talk about TV. I really think, I mean, I'm pretty sure they have done events for that do revolve around podcasts, or they've recorded podcasts there. I really think that the word film, that there is kind of a splintering or
Yeah.
some tendrils that are gonna have to grow out of that over time, because I'm with you. We're in the age of the miniseries where we have films and now, but we also have basically like, uh, 6 to 8 hour long movies, I like to call them, which are what miniseries are.
Right, right.
And they're just as some of them are just as cinematic as any movie you're ever gonna
Oh,
see.
absolutely. It's
Or
it's all like 8-hour movies that they happen to have cut into these chunks.
And it's a matter, and this is the thing that I feel like is the big question here, because it used to be there was a huge difference between film and TV. TV did not have the budget film did. And so even when you had a made for TV movie, it would be noticeably lesser
I
production
remember
value.
those. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the whole thing is now we're bridging that gap. We have Game of Thrones, we have the new Shogun, we have all this stuff where the production value is as high as most movies you're going to see.
Yeah.
So now it's just a question of how much time do I have to put out this content? Okay? Is this going to be something that's a smaller story that's going to that's going to be better as a single movie? Or is this something where we're basing it on like a book or a memoir, which is a popular thing to do, and we're going to give them like 8 episodes
Yeah.
and we're going to be able to stretch that some more? Or is it something where we have no idea how long it's going to go on and we're just going to do it until our cast it's house. We're just going to do it until our guests are no longer our actors quit on us,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like
Do it for, it's like Cheers. We're just gonna do this for
exactly. So it's a matter of how much content, what the type of story is, and how much content supplies it. And there are some film people who hate me for saying that. They're like, "No, we're sacred. TV is not." I'm like, "Shut up. Go watch The Sopranos. Go watch The Wire. Go watch Mad Men, and
Yes.
tell
John,
me
you're
how."
letting me in. You're
It,
letting me in the group, and I appreciate
I
that.
hate that. I hate the pretentiousness. Okay,
Let me in.
it's filmmaking no matter what,
You know what? You can't
and what
say
you're doing is
film.
filmmaking.
You cannot
You're filmmaking right now.
you cannot say film without saying Phil, okay?
That's right. There's one Phil in filmmaking.
And it's right here.
There's no Phil in film. Yes, there is. I no, but that's just kind of how I feel about that. That like I'm not pretentious, and I go through phases where I watch a lot more quote unquote TV or miniseries than I do movies, and I don't feel bad about that. And in fact, anyone that makes you feel bad about that is probably just their own insecurity. Like,
Yeah, we can't be shamed.
yeah, I
People
just
can't shame me for what I'm doing. I shame myself. That's
exactly.
my job.
Like, and that's the thing, and this is not Austin Film Society, it's just film culture in general, which is no different than music culture, which is no different than, fine arts culture,
This can be
is
clicky.
it can be cliquey, and it can also be a lot of people who are super insecure about making themselves vulnerable, and so they will do whatever they can to shame you and make you feel like you're worse. The thing is, though, like, what you're doing right now is making yourself vulnerable a million different ways. It's so easy to go to like a movie theater, watch a movie with a group of people, go to a bar later word and just like school them about why they're wrong. It's so easy to look at somebody else's work
Yeah,
and tell them
to
how much they suck.
criticize.
You
It's
go
easier.
do it.
Yeah, it's easier to criticize, but we're out there. We're getting in the. We're getting out there in the field.
Yeah, you're making yourself vulnerable, and
Yeah,
it is difficult
it's
to actually make something and put it out for other people to see and for other people to tear apart. It's difficult, man.
and there'll be plenty to tear apart, you guys. Y'all just wait. I'm gonna give all you hungry critics out there plenty to savor, and hopefully over time you'll see a arc
Mhm.
of
God, that's so
of
cool.
improvement.
That is so cool to like. Oh man, if you ever go and watch the original play, I saw it in England. It's a two-person performance called of The Woman in Black, and it's basically this guy is instead of writing a memoir, he wanted to adapt his experience that he had with the woman in black, this ghost, into a play. So it's just him and this guy, a screenwriter, helping him write it. And it turns into a two-person performance. And from the very beginning of the play, the guy who plays just the guy who experienced everything, who's not theatrically oriented, he's a terrible actor and he can't read anything. By the end of it, he's playing multiple characters and it happens seamlessly.
Yeah.
And so I love the idea of building improvement into your arc. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, and people can go back to the beginning and just watch that. It's fun to watch that with things that aren't based around
I mean, I
improvement.
think that's really a big part of this. I've been editing all of these and then watching myself talk.
Good.
And so part of this is me improving as a speaker,
Yeah.
improving as a conversationalist, improving as an interviewer, and it can be really cringe.
It can be, dude. I hate, oh my God, Zoom.
Oh my god.
Over Zoom when I had to record myself teaching students and then go back and watch. Oh, ugh.
Cringe.